From your most watched, most trusted weather source, here's your certified, most accurate first alert forecast.
Well, as we get the upcoming week started, we're going to start the day off with a lot of rain as we go into the first half of your Monday. We'll see partial clearing later on into the afternoon and early evening. And then heading into your Tuesday, we'll be drying out with a light northerly breeze across the area. Then as we go towards the end of this week, particularly next weekend, we'll be tracking a strong cold front arriving across the area along with some additional showers. So we'll have a few opportunities of rain, but in between, fairly dry conditions. And right now we're seeing at least some ongoing rain showers right now in Morehead City. This is a live look from the Sanitary Restaurant. Temperature sitting at 59 degrees, northeasterly wind at around 12 miles per hour. First alert live radar definitely showing the heavy rain with some embedded strong thunderstorms off the coast, and occasionally some of these cells will try to rotate and produce water spouts. Right now our wind direction and speed showing where we have the inbound velocity and also the outgoing. Whenever we see these brighter greens, this is an indication of at least wind gusts generally around 25 to 35 miles per hour. But overall, the big story of course of today has been the rain, with the heavier totals mainly locked in along the coast, lighter rain totals a little bit further inland, and also has been a bit chilly in some cases as well. Temperatures into the 50s, low 60s along the coast. And as you go throughout the rest of the overnight, rain will begin to start clearing. But notice back near I-95, we're starting to see some breaks in the precipitation that will on-go throughout the late morning and early afternoon. We finally get the rain and clouds out of here as we head into Monday evening around 6:30 or so. But before all said and done, some of us could walk away with an additional ½ inch to an inch. And of course, if you're all along the coast where the low pressure is developing, nearly 2 to 3 inches of rain. And so from there, our temperatures also going to be taking off into the 60s later this afternoon, and then we'll have a chilly night. Temperatures dropping down into the low to mid 40s late Monday night going into early Tuesday, and then heading into Tuesday afternoon we should reach into the low to middle 60s. As for winds for tomorrow, generally at around 5 to 10 miles per hour for inland locations along the coast. We can see wind gusts around 25 to 30 miles an hour. And then from there, the big story will be also the temperatures, as we'll have the fall chill sort of lingering as we go for the next few days. We start to moderate slightly as we head towards the mid to late part of the week, and then another reinforcing shot of cooler air begins to set up across the upper Midwest. This could bring our first real shot of cold air across the region, not just for us, but really the entire Northeast and including the Ohio Valley as well. So we'll watch that closely as we get closer towards the end of the week, but at least for right now, we're going to remain into the mid to upper 50s. North breeze around 9 miles an hour currently in Washington. And so as we take a look at your 8-day forecast, temperatures into the 60s and 70s, and then from there, we're going to warm up closer to 73 as we get to around Friday and Saturday, just in time for ECU football. And then going into early next week, right now we have temperatures into the mid 70s that are going into Sunday, but notice that sharp drop to 62 degrees. And I have to admit, Chris, that's a little bit on the conservative side, because some of the long range models even suggest that temperatures going into the following week may struggle to get out of the 50s. So again, we'll watch that along the way over the next several days.
Now, it looks like it was raining a lot last week and it was chillier. Are there more rain opportunities in the coming week other than tonight and early tomorrow?
Absolutely. In fact, we'll have another chance for rain arriving going into late Friday night, and then also again going into next Sunday. So we'll have some opportunities along the way, but in between we'll have sunshine and dry conditions.
All right. Thank you, Russell. We'll get one last look with you again in a few minutes.
All right.